Welcome to another edition of Sneak Peek Critiques. This is Renee Robbins from the Writer's Nexus. Sneak Peek Critiques is based on the first 8 lines of any story. Most editors and literary agents will tell you they usually know if they want to keep reading a manuscript within those first 8 lines. Today we are looking at James Patterson's The Chef. It's a new drama that he's released for 2019. The first sentence is, "Give me 2 scoops, 3 waddles, and a shake." This is interesting. It is advisable as a writer to always start a novel and any chapter with some type of action. Action includes dialogue, and it's got specific terms in it. Give me 2 scoops, 3 waddles, and a shake. I don't know what a waddle is. I might know what a shake is, and 2 scoops, but it seems to be spoken in a context that I may not fully understand, but definitely culinary related, especially with the title of The Chef. So any way that you look at it, I think this is a really great first line, and James Patterson in general is really great at doing that at the beginning of his novels and for every chapter that he writes within it. Sentences 2 and 3. Marlene is standing a few feet away from me, yelling out the next order because of the damn noise. Like the clanging of the manhole-sized skillet I'm using to saute a fresh heap of diced onions, celery, and bell peppers. All right, so it looks like the chef is talking about Marlene, who could be a sous chef or perhaps a server. It also sounds like an extremely busy kitchen. The clanging of the manhole-sized skillet. That is classic Patterson as far as I'm concerned. He's really great at summing up a description like that. It feels like the chef is holding a huge, giant iron skillet. I think it's a fabulous description. And it's also succinct. Although I will say, I don't really care about the fresh heap of diced onions, celery, and bell peppers. I really don't. If Patterson had mentioned a specific dish, filet mignon, I might be a little more interested, but this is very minor. Sentences 4 and 5. The popping and crackling of our deep fryer, louder than hail on a tin roof. The roar of the exhaust fan, straining to suck out all the smoke. Again, this feels like a James Patterson novel. He writes in a very direct way. He likes to put in certain descriptions of sound, smells, noises, and sights. You know, what somebody looks like, what they're looking at. He doesn't always describe feelings, and he doesn't always get too deep into a character's thought process. But it's this kind of description that he's very good at. And it helps you conjure up the environment in your head as a reader. Okay, on to sentences 6 and 7. And that's just inside our sweltering little food truck. Outside, a line of hungry customers stretching twice around the block is starting to get rowdy, yelling out encouragement and menu demands. Okay, so we're not in some fancy kitchen in a restaurant. We're in a food truck. Now we have more contact, and I love that he's left it till the 6th sentence to tell us about the food truck. He also, I will say that Patterson also likes to go back and forth between shorter sentences and longer, almost run-on sentences. It creates a tension in his writing that is wonderful, I think. His type of novel for drama and for action novels. So that might be something to keep in mind for your own novels. And the last sentence, sentence 8. Midday traffic with its engines and horns is rumbling up and down Canal Street, along with rattling trolley cars. Okay, the trolley cars and Canal Street definitely suggests New Orleans, although Canal Street is a busy area of Manhattan, and there are a few trolley cars in that area. And they are definitely both foodie cities. It is definitely New Orleans. But I like that he introduces this type of information in bits, and it does start to sum things up for you quickly, and it builds a world quickly around your characters. This is something that you need to understand as a writer so that you can grab your reader by the collar, pulling them in to your story like this. So, the final burning question is, do I want to keep reading? And the answer is yes, absolutely. I'm a James Patterson fan anyway, even though I'm not particularly interested in the culinary world besides eating good food. So, but this is a novel that I would get my head around. If you're interested in reading a copy of The Chef, there is a link below. And thank you for watching Sneak Peek Critiques from the Writer's Nexus. This is Renee Robbins, and I wish you many imaginative tales.